places. Okay, we're live. All right, so today, guys, we're going to be forging some chef's knives on the journey to Blade Show West, and I'm kind of hungry too, so I'm gonna cook some food here in the shop, and I got my buddy Rudy today to help me. And so the first thing we got to do is cut up some stock, so he's gonna get that real fast, and I got to figure out where to put the camera here, or the phone. So I'm just gonna stick it right here to start with, and we'll get started. Good. Maybe you can do this one when you're done. All right, we got 15 people. So, hey Mike, how's it going? So yeah, today, forging some chef's knives, just a little menagerie of kitchen knives for cooking, and I'm gonna cook some food too, because I figured that would be applicable here, because I got a special way I'm gonna cook some food here in the blacksmith shop. I've been thinking about it for a while. So I've got my buddy Rudy here today helping me a little bit, and he's cutting up the stock right now. So we're going to be working with 125 CR1 steel today. Let's get the forge going here. All right, good. So we let the forge heat up. Let's check on Rudy here. How's the stock coming? Got some?
Too hot for me.
It's looking good. So this will be more of a Gyuto size piece of stock here. But we're just gonna forge a variety of some kitchen knives, chef's knives, whatever, and just have some fun with that. So trying to figure out where to put you guys here. Hope y'all are having a good Labor Day. I've been laboring for my Labor Day here, and going to continue to do so. Got about a month until Blade Show West, and can you guys hear me talking? Can you hear me talking okay? I know there's a lot of background noise, but it's going to continue to be, so let me know if you can hear me talking. Okay, cool. Hey, Nathaniel. Yeah, just get the old little giant greased up here. See if I can get you guys in a better view here. All right, cool. Hey Ed, hey White Dog Forge. All right, cool. So yeah, we've got. I'm gonna try to go ahead and forge 8 kitchen blades here. Did we have one more piece? Or did I only mark 3? I don't know. Hey, Meal Power, how's it going? Cool. All right. Sweet, thanks. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have you. I don't know if I can switch the lens around on this mid. Can I? So I could probably have you run the camera. Yeah, there you go. So you're camera. You want to run the camera? Hey, we got a cameraman. Yay! So Rudy's behind the camera. So he's gonna help me run the live stream here. Just cut up the stock for me. And so we just got a real basic pre-form. It's just gonna help us with the tip of the blade and everything like that. So I'm gonna start just heating this up. All right, we got the hammer greased up. I think we're good. We're going to be over, you want to come over here, Rudy? We're going to be over here first. And then, I can't see what people are saying, but if somebody has a question or something, you can let me know. You want some earplugs? You good? Good. It's going to get loud with the camera. I got earplugs if you need them. Huh? What? Huh? Okay. So. You can let my coffee out there. All right, so any questions while we're waiting for the steel to heat up? Just a hello? You can come up over here. You're good. So this is, we're working with 125 Sierra-1 today. And it's a great steel for traditional kitchen blades. It's got 1.25% carbon in it. And we're gonna forge these nice and thin. Should be good. So hopefully we can get 8 of these knocked out pretty fast. We'll see what we can get done. Check my levels here. So some of this stock has been, I can't remember what they call it, but it's got a ground surface on it. And this stock comes from New Jersey Steel Baron, and it's oversized. And so sometimes it won't fit into the 1/4-inch slot tongs, but this does, so that's nice. So if you want to come over here, because we're going to be on the anvil next here. How many people we got on? 28. 28, nice. Who else on? Anybody chiming in?
You got Ed Inslee, message retracted.
What's that?
Mule Power Forge, hello.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Sounds good. Ever tried forging from made titanium?
Have you tried forging titanium? No, I have not. Not yet, anyway.
Then he said it turned to green crystals and shattered when I tried it on something.
Yeah, I don't know much about titanium. Everything has its own temperatures that has to be worked at and stuff. So it's not the same as steel, obviously.
So I don't know what all you read earlier, but
That's
hi there. I love the way that the forge roars. Okay, yup. I can hear you okay. Sounds good. That's beautiful. Hello, Mule Power Forge.
all right. So I'm just gonna work on this hip here a little bit first. So next we're gonna come over. You want to stand right here so we can work with the power hammer. We'll just start forging in the drawing. You can be closer. You can see what all we're doing here. Okay.
Ed Inslee says forge a small Santuco for my wife Saturday.
What's that?
Ed Inslee says forge a small Santuco for my wife Saturday.
Nice. On a turn, or what steel did you use on that? Santoku. lost too much stock. Oops. See, my quarter-inch stock is getting stuck in my quarter-inch tongs. Got a problem. So I just kind of goofed up there because that size of handle, I'm going to taper that tang out, and there's about a third more material right there than I actually need. But this angle right here off the back kind of threw me off. I was kind of going by that, but it'll be okay. But it's have a little bit of extra stock on the end of the handle. How's everybody's Labor Day going? Who else is laboring today? Celebrating Labor Day. Is everybody just chilling? We finally got some rain here, so that's nice and cool in the shop compared to what it's been.
Ed Inslee wrote C and then he retracted it.
What's that?
Ed Inslee wrote C and then he retracted it. Sorry. On the question you probably asked on the Centucco earlier.
Okay. I need to turn my pressure up.
Mule Power Forge says, I'm not doing anything. LOL. Man. Eddie says, good. Mule Power Forge says, I did some sheets this weekend, though.
Nice. Yeah, I mentioned on the channel I've been going to a farmer's market, but this weekend my wife sold cookies and cupcakes and stuff, and actually posted some pictures on the channel, and everybody was asking if we shipped, you know. So that's probably down the road. We might get there, but everybody liked the homemade cookies and everything she was selling, so it turned out pretty good. I kind of helped with that a little bit.
I didn't complain.
Yeah, Rudy said they were all right too, so. Horrible, because that thickness is still a little thick, so I'm going to taper down some more, but that's still too much material for the handle, but it'll be all right. So kind of trying to decide what I want to do with the tip on this one, but really when you cut that angle off with the cutoff wheel, you kind of already have your angle right there, so not a lot to do with that. There we go. I want this turned around here. Yeah.
What is Sensei teaching us? Question mark.
We're just forging some nice shafts and or kitchen knives. That's what we're doing.
Drop forging. Love it.
Yes. These are drop forged.
Nice.
America. Yeah. Kind of hot.
You hear the question?
Backwards from what I wanted to do. Man, I'm not in the groove yet today. It's this rain, man. I'm not used to this rain. I'm not used to the water coming from the sky. We don't do that around here.
You're probably not used to it being this cool in this shop either.
Yeah, I'm not used to being this cool in the shop either. My brain's not working right. Like my body wants to hibernate or something. I don't even know.
Gerard Gerber says, thanks for all the videos and inspiration.
Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.
The OG Frenchie says, we forgive you, Sensei. That was on the drop forge.
Or the backwards.
Or the backwards, yeah.
Thing. Little Santoku, come up. I gotta figure out how to repeat myself on this one. Really screwed that up. I guess I could do a Nikiri with this one. It's already right there, so maybe that's what we'll do. What do you think, Rudy?
Keep it.
Okay.
You've been forgiven.
Yeah, that's true. That's what the best news there is, right?
Yes.
Okay, so on this one, I want my edge to be here or here. So I have to do my origin like that. So I just put if you guys watched videos in the past, you know that I had the top die on this hammer. I was always having to retighten because they're removable dies. Well, I finally got that taken care of. I got a solid die put on the top. And so I'm kind of still learning where how to use the die, because it's pretty flat, but you know it's got little differences, and so I figured out where I can use the dies to kind of move material different ways. So I'm still figuring that out, but it's coming along all right. But I actually need to probably go to the press because I need to widen this out some more, and we'll use the half round dies to get that wider. That's probably what I'm going to do next here on this one.
Mule Power Forge is asking, is there a way to determine the tang to blade ratio before isolating the tang material with a hidden tang construction?
I mean, I don't ever go that precise. You're always, I mean, it's better to have a little extra than have not enough. And so that's the direction I always go. I mean, you get to where most of the time you can kind of judge it just by eye and you're really close, especially on knives that you make a lot of. I'm not doing so great on that today necessarily, but yeah, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start whitening stuff out here.
All right, and then he says, Mule Power Forge says, I always make either the blade or tank shorter or longer than I want and waste material.
Well, it depends on how much longer. If you've got like an extra couple inches, you should be able to dial that in just with a little, a little practice. But there's a lot of variables. So like if you're starting with 1/4 inch stock and you want to forge it down to 1/8 of an inch thick, for example, then you're going to be forging it out a lot more. So you're going to have a lot more length in the same, piece of stock. Whereas if you start with 1/8 of an inch, you're going to have to start with more stock. Does that make sense? So it really just depends on how much total steel you're starting with, and the dimensions on it could be whatever, and then what you're trying to get to. And again, I don't know of a specific formula, but just having that in mind, like if you're going to start with an 1/8 inch piece of stock and try to end up with something close to that thickness, then you're going to need something that's pretty close to the finished length, because you're not going to be able to stretch it out much. But quite the opposite if you start with a thick piece of stock and forging it out. So that's just what I would say with that. That's one of the things I would say with that.
Nathaniel commented, it is always easier to remove than to try to add. What do you say?
That's the side I try to err on, as you obviously saw. And also sometimes with certain heat treating and stuff, sometimes it's nice to have extra stock to like hold on to with heat treat tongs or whatever, even if it's going to come off later. And so that's something else to keep in mind too. I mean, this is kind of ridiculous. Well, it's not super ridiculous. And once we're done, it'll be probably that much extra, 330 seconds thick. So that's not a ton. I could have done better, but oh well. But on that note, I like to, when I'm forging a blade, I like to start with something a little thicker and then forge it out to my finished length. One of the big reasons is because you get a distal taper in there. If you start with 1/8 inch stock and you're trying to go for something that thickness, you can't, there's not a lot you can really do with it except for kind of forge the profile. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not how I like to do it. So these knives are going to be thin. So we're starting with 1/4 inch stock. We're going to be forging them out quite a lot. So I'm just trying to get some depth on this blade here. And if you look at the spine and the edge, I'm at about 5/32 or 3/16, which is way thicker than it's going to be. So I still have a lot of material to spread out and to stretch out. So This blade's going to be bigger even than it looks right now. You should have got a fresh cup of coffee before. Is it not folksy? It is?
That was a yes.
Okay.
You should have got the coffee.
Hey, let's see. If anybody in the house is watching, can you please bring us some fresh coffee? Or just some coffee? We don't have any, so fresh is.
Is that a question? Whatever coffee. Cold coffee.
So we'll see if anybody's watching in the house. So the reason I'm using the press is because those are very job-specific dies, and I don't have those on the hammer. So I could switch them out for the hammer, but then I wouldn't have any flat dies. So it's really nice to have more than one machine set up with specific dies, and you can run them through the process. But that's really starting to take shape. It's looking good. And then who enjoys being able to see what I'm actually doing with Rudy behind the camera? So let's give Rudy a round of applause. Because most of the time you guys are just stuck right there, and I'm kind of in and out of the frame. But now I think you're getting to really see what I'm actually doing, which is it's a big improvement. So give a shout out to Rudy. Show some appreciation. How many people we got? 28? Pretty good.
Steady at 20.
Sweet. What's that?
It's steady at 20 something.
Nice. So I'm about ready to go back to the hammer on that, because I don't want to stay too long on those aggressive round dies. I don't want to leave grooves in there too much if I can help it. Not that I've ever done that before, except maybe just on the last project that I did.
Nathaniel says, thank you, Rudy. I say, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to put a nice distal taper, and we're going to get the edge down to about 330 seconds. And hopefully get all those grooves out. They're almost out, so we should be good. And then we're going to leave that in that state until towards the end of the heat treat process, because we've got plenty of extra stock around there, which is especially important, of course, for the edge, so we get back off of that decarb steel for our final edge. So this is where I'm going to start paying attention to the temperature. I'll flip the press there. I don't want to heat this up hotter than the last heat if possible. So I'm going to kind of keep this on the lower end. And we're not moving a lot of material. We're just kind of getting the surface marks out now. And it's moving a little bit, but not a lot. So these last several heats here, it's going to help refine that steel. It's going to help a nice fine grain size as we finish up the forging process here.
So Randy Richard in the shop says, hi, Elijah.
Hey, Randy.
Kind of late, but I will watch later.
Right on. Yeah, ready. We're forging some chefs or kitchen knives. So. Judah wants some earplugs?
Huh?
I got earplugs.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
What steel are you working with? OG Frenchie.
Yeah, this is 125 CR1. So, be good for this. So, basically the same thing as 26 C3. 1.25% carbon. So I'm going to clean up that profile just a little bit. And kind of straighten it out just a touch. So I'm trying to be real careful about how much heat I put into it as I'm finishing up here. I don't want to overheat it at this point, especially.
The OG Frenchie says, I know not what you speak of, but right on, Sensei.
As far as the steel or what? So you're seeing how quick it's heating back up. And we're not getting it too hot. So in case you're wondering, I am not forging a bevel on this. And the simple reason for that is the whole knife is so thin that once we're done forging it, it's going to be at a thickness that I would forge a bevel at. And so there's no point. So there's going to be a distal taper, but other than that, things are going to be the same thickness.
Yeah, he meant the metal. The formula didn't translate. And he says yes, Frenchie.
Yeah, I mean, you can look it up. It's readily available steel. Takes a fast quench.
You want to repeat that?
Which part?
That part. The steel.
Oh, so the steel is 125 Sierra 1. It's high carbon. It's got 1.25% carbon in it. Just a little bit of chromium. So it takes a fast quench. And the great thing about it is that extra carbon provides some good abrasion resistance for the knife, and you can run it at a pretty high hardness for a kitchen knife, you know. And so you get some good performance with good traditional carbon steel. It's sort of similar to a Japanese white paper steel. That's kind of a stretch, but obviously the Japanese white paper steel does not have any chromium, but it also has about 1.25% carbon in it.
So the OG Frenchie's asking, do you have any good steel recommendations outside of the normal 10 series, 51 series, 60, etc. for someone without an oven?
Well, actually, if you want to get into kind of some traditional Japanese style smithing, this would be one steel that you could start working with. Because the techniques do not require a kiln or an oven. And you can still work with it. So that would be an example. But as far as just Western methods of forging and heat treating, once you if you're gonna do it that way, just relying on like the temperatures and stuff like that. That is going to limit you a little bit, unless you can. The other option is to get a thermocoupler on your forge and set it up to where you've got like a heat well and a thermocoupler, and there's guys that heat treat these steels in their forge with that setup, and they're able to control the temperature real accurately and do the same thing that you would do with the kiln, but for a lot less investment. So that's the other option. So that's about as far as I'm going to go on this one, I think. Thinking about it here because I want to be able to grind the bevel only about halfway up and leave some forge finish. So that means I might go another couple passes because that means I got to make sure that my spine thickness is at the finished thickness. Because if it's not, if it's too thick still, because I'm not going to sacrifice the profile or the grind for the looks. So it's got to be thin. And if I leave it too thick here, I'm going to have to grind that off and lose that forge finish for the sake of the bevel. And so that means I've got to make sure it's forged thin enough so that when I come and grind the bevel, I don't have to go all the way up to achieve that real thin grind. Hopefully that made sense.
One more question. Randy Richard in the shop says, what type of tang is on this blade?
This one?
Yeah.
It's one with a lot of extra material. It's got to be a full tang, but I left a little extra on there on accident, so it's longer than it's going to be on the finished knife. But it's pointed like that because we cut off a bunch of stock with the at the angle to give us that freeform. So on half the pieces, both ends are angled. So you just kind of work with that. If you're doing a hidden tang, that works out really well because you've already got a point to it. You just forge it for a couple of hammer blows, or whatever. So I'm going to thin this down a little bit more. Something I've found is that when you forge something, it always seems thinner in the moment, but then when you get it and you clean the profile up, it's always thicker than you thought it was. That's what I've found. And so I'm going to go and make this thinner than I think it should be by a little bit, and then I think it'll be perfect.
So, Poe Izzy.
We got way too much stock on here. We can take care of that though. So now that I'm finally getting my tang down to the thickness I wanted, I had more stock than I ever could have used.
So one more question. Poe Izzy says he's looking to start making knives. What steel would you recommend for a beginner to start out with?
1080 or 1075 or 1084. And there's multiple reasons for that, but just in brief, if you're forging, they're simple to forge, or if you're doing stock removal, either way, but they're very simple to heat treat, and that's the biggest thing. And they're decent. It's a decent steel. It works fine for, especially for like outdoor blades, whatever. All right, so that's that's closer to what I want. So we're down about 3:30 seconds there, probably. A little taper. So I'm going to come back and taper things down even more. I don't want to end up with too thick of a blade.
So, Randy Richard in the shop says, do you feel the power hammer gives you good control on setting the thickness of the blade?
Well, I don't. I'm just. It's all open die forging, so I have to make sure I control how much is being forged. But as far as the hammer itself, it's fine. The dies, my dies are not completely parallel with each other, so there is a little bit of a well, it might just be me more than anything else, but if you're not careful, you can get some lines in there. But the power hammer is fine. It's just about how I manipulate the steel, and so yeah, the power hammer is not. If there is a problem, it's not the power hammer in this case. That was a confusing, long-winded answer. It does great. If there's a problem on the thickness or the finish, I found it's just me holding the steel just a little bit off or something like that. But see, that's why this still completely qualifies as hand forging, because everything that happens to this blade is still completely up to me. The power hammer is just coming down and going back up, and so it doesn't determine anything about how this turns out. I mean, really, if you had like a really bad ding in your die and it left a bad finish, then that would be one thing. But I'm talking about the dimensions, everything like that. So that's why it's called open die, because it's just hammering. It's not creating a shape or anything. So we're getting closer to where it needs to be. Pretty close. You getting tired, Rudy?
No.
Appreciate you running the camera.
Can't hear you, but
Am I yelling? Yeah.
yeah, it's okay.
That's because I have earplugs in and I gotta make sure people can see. Does it sound like I'm yelling on the video? Everyone be like, yeah, you've been yelling the whole time.
You're yelling at us. Are you mad at us? Oh, man.
Well, I asked if you wanted earplugs. You kept saying no.
So I can't hear no more.
That's selective hearing.
Yes.
Okay, so pretty good. We still got a little, couple little divots right there for my for the press, but I think it's going to be all right. So I'm primarily looking at the spine here and what that looks like as far as the distal taper and the thickness, and that looks pretty good. So it'll be straightened and everything later. So for now, we're just going to set it aside. Move on to the next one. So now I can work on this Nikitty.
Wasn't. Now it is.
What?
Now it is.
That's what it is now. Yeah, I would say I meant to do that, but that's not true. So now that's what it is. So yeah. So any questions while we're waiting for that to heat up? Any kind of questions or? So I guess nobody in the house is watching because there's no coffee showing
There's
up.
no coffee.
I guess that answers that question.
We're still at 20 viewers, 21 likes. I'm wondering why the other 7 haven't pushed the like button. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's it's gone up to 32, 50, I think, at one point, but I'm wondering why nobody hits the like button. But oh well. If I got on, I would hit the like button immediately. There's 22.
Come on, guys, give a like just for Rudy for holding the phone.
Yeah, I'm getting tired here.
Give Rudy a like. His arms
23.
Give a like for Rudy. Show him some love because he's letting you guys see like close up what I'm actually doing instead of just
24.
Instead of just kind of me walking in and out of the frame or whatever.
Yeah, it's moving up. 25. There you go. Moved up 4.
But it's good we stayed right at 28. At least we haven't dropped below.
32.
There we go.
Yeah, we got more people, but no likes.
Do you need a chair?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
Because
I work construction all day, so
I know.
all this noise is
Yeah,
good.
it's your day off.
Well, it's Labor Day.
Well,
Not Labor Day.
yeah, well. And it's raining. Well, it's still raining out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't had rain like this for at least a month. I don't think it's rained this long. Yeah, the last several storms we've had, they just come through, but this has been the first time it's actually rained all day.
Right.
Forever.
So how are we doing on the heat?
Get closer. Get closer on this. Start moving that steel a little bit.
So for those of us that don't know, what did you just do?
So I'm widening that piece of steel out. It's about a 1/4 inch thick, and we want to make an acuity blade that's about this big, plus the handle. So we've got to widen that out and stretch it out. So forge it out. So that's what we're doing. And it's really nice to have a couple of different pieces of equipment for the different processes. So those round dies, I can spread that out widthwise, and then I can come over here and just do some flat forging on the hammer. So that works pretty good. You can do this stuff with one piece of equipment, but you'd be switching out dies and things like that, and that's not as efficient. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the live stream here, this is part of the next month here while we're trying to get product built for Blade Show West. And a week ago, last Monday, I forged 10 drop point hunters, variations of that. Got handles put on those. Those are not quite done. So I got to get those finished up. But one of the things I'm bringing to Blade Show is some kitchen knives. And so working on that today, getting some forged. So that'll be good. I'm trying to have a variety. This is the first time going to Blade Show, so I don't know what to expect. I don't have high expectations Because you just can't go into something without knowing and expect stuff. But I want to have a variety at least. So everything that I've sold in the past that has been not everything, but everything I'm taking is some variation of stuff I've already sold before multiple times. So I'm not trying to do anything completely brand new, you know. So you can see the difference between the press and the hammer. Get it under that press, you've got like one shot per spot, and you've got the heat all sucked out of it. So the press really shines with a big chunk of steel that holds a lot of heat. This thinner stuff is not ideal for it, but it is our other piece of equipment to build stuff, so that's what we're doing. You'll notice when we take it to the hammer, we spend a lot more time under the hammer because it's not sucking the heat out nearly as fast. So, in a simplistic explanation, the hammer is great for smaller stock and the press is great for bigger stock, but you can cross over depending on what you're doing. How's everybody doing in the chat there? It's awful quiet. It's awful quiet. Anybody do anything for Labor Day?
We're supposed to be cooking.
What's that?
We're supposed to be cooking.
I know, we were going to cook some stuff. How much time do you have? Where you at on that?
At 2:46. Oh, what time is it?
What time do you have to take off?
Oh, about an hour and a half, maybe an hour.
Okay, well let's get this one finished up, and then we're
gonna cook
cook some food in the blacksmith shop. I have a plan. Are you hungry yet? No, you're still not hungry? Son? Okay.
Oh, just wondering what everybody's cooking out there. It's Labor Day.
Yeah, what is everybody cooking out there?
Is there any barbecues going on?
Yeah, because we have people from all different parts of the country, so somebody's got to be barbecuing. A lot of people got to be barbecuing.
It ain't raining everywhere.
Yeah, got to be something, you know. What's the craziest cookout or meal somebody's doing today? I want to hear like a, well, it's not crazy, but like a lobster steam up in Maine or something, you know?
Wow.
Lobster, what is it? Not a steam,
boil, whatever. Crab boil.
You ever see where they do that? They pile everything up in this big mound, cover it up with wet newspaper. It's got all the coals underneath it.
No?
Yeah, something like that. Anybody yet?
No, and no.
Nobody's eating anything today?
They're watching. They're too busy watching.
Today.
They're watching.
Not even like a sandwich.
Potted meat.
Yeah, spam.
Maybe somebody likes sardines.
Yeah.
Wonder who likes that
I'm getting
stuff.
some sardines right now.
No.
I should have got some. I didn't know you were coming over until today, so
No.
I didn't have time to plan for you.
I'll pass.
I didn't have time to go shopping.
I'll take a sandwich over anything like that.
Sardines on sourdough or on rye?
No. I'm good.
Yeah, it could have been good.
Well, maybe we can ask here.
What?
Who likes sardines?
Who likes sardines?
Right?
Show of hands. There's got to be at least.
I don't think you have one person watching.
At least 5 people in this.
No,
In the chat
I don't
who
think
like
so.
Sardines.
I do not think so. Maybe one other guy in here.
But
Maybe one other guy besides yourself.
how many people are watching right now?
29.
29.
Yeah. And nobody has said they like sardines, so
They will.
That's 0.
Okay. These 2 blades are kind of a warm up.
Well, I don't know where everybody's from. Where's everybody from? Put your state on there.
Yeah, see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting hungry, so this next blade here will just this one right here. So this morning I was finishing up. Well, if you guys saw the Texas EDC short video that I posted, the big GUI. So I was finishing up the video, finishing the knife up in the video today, so that'll come out tomorrow. Turned out pretty cool. I think Rudy even liked it.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Well, the next time you do that, I'm going to show your feet. There's a control there you have, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought
Yeah, it's just a mechanical deal. It pulls this is the clutch. It pulls this into the
yeah, I was watching.
pads.
I was watching you move your feet, and I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought it was all like one solid. No.
No, you can control it pretty good. You just speed wise.
Yeah. Check out the feet. Moving. Come on now.
But we're gonna have to stretch this out a little more. That's too short. That's not big enough for the Nikiri. We call it the EDC Nikiri.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or do you have some tiny food you need to cut? This one right here. So there's our first blade. A nice little Sentoku.
So what's next for that?
What's that?
What's next for that? Next process.
Well, what I'm going to do is normalize, and I'm going to anneal it or spiritize it, and then I have to debate if I want to try to do a water quench or do a fast oil. Probably do a fast oil, because if I do a water quench, I'm going to have to coat it and everything in clay. But anyway, so the next thing is normalizing for this. If I was using the traditional Japanese stuff, then it would be a standby blade to begin with, but the next step would be to spiritize or anneal it instead of normalizing. So I should not have widened it out quite as much in the beginning. I should not be coming back and doing that, but I made a couple mistakes today on these knives. pretty thin here, so it cools down pretty fast. Heats up pretty fast too, though, but it's just back and forth.
Starting to dig the shape of that one.
What's that?
Starting to like the shape of it.
Yeah, it's coming together.
Yeah. Needs to stop raining though. These flies are coming in here. It needs to stop raining.
Yeah.
Before we normalize them.
Looking pretty good. Yeah, it might work. We might be able to keep this one. You're already thinking about what kind of food you could have, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that worked pretty good for that. I just leave it in there, obviously parts of it are going to be really hot, and then the rest of it's not going to be hot. So I got to take it in and out, let the hot spots cool down, and let the cooler spots catch up. Because
Drop forge.
drop forging is an important part of the process. Because I don't want anything overheated, especially towards the end here. I think you already said that at one point. It's kind of hard to do at this point. This keeps getting overheated. I think that'll do it. Okay. Still raining. So, I guess I can stop yelling now. I'm hungry. So, you ready for some food? Mm-hmm. I have a plan here. I'm going to grab my little one-burner forge. We're going to set it up and do some cooking here in the blacksmith shop.
Talking to me or to them?
Both.
Both.
Mostly the camera.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm feeling a little hypoglycemic.
Why?
Because I'm hungry.
Oh.
I'm gonna move this out of the way. I'm thinking.
Right.
I'm thinking. I'm just gonna grab that one quickly. This is the blacksmith shop cooking strategy here. Hold on, I gotta get something else.
Okay. Gonna have to explain a little bit here.
I know.
Just a little bit.
We'll just set it up right here.
Okay.
I don't have to explain it. We're just gonna Just gonna go with it.
You're just gonna go with it, huh?
This could be a total dud. This could be a really bad idea.
Like kaboom idea or?
No.
Oh, okay.
You won't do that. I mean, I'm not saying you should try this at home, but you know, you have to find something to prop it up a little better, though, so it doesn't fall off of there. So my logic here is, why can't you use a forge as a cooker,
Okay.
right?
Need some help?
Yeah, I need lots of help.
Well, not mentally.
I need more help so you can get me ready.
Oh,
Sorry.
so
Is it gonna fit?
yeah, it looks like it fit, right?
Okay, will it fall off?
It's balanced,
Will it
sorta,
fall off on the floor?
sorta,
We're super careful.
right? Yeah.
Maybe.
We in trouble? Is that what you're saying?
It could be.
Okay. All right. Way better.
Yeah. A little engineering there,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. I think if we're super careful, we'll be all right.
Okay. So this is like a disc.
Kind of, but it's a forge.
Well, yeah.
That's the key. It has to actually be a forge first.
Okay.
It
La llave.
actually is a forge.
Yeah.
So, we're going for a big gimmick here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So does this match? That doesn't
No.
quite match.
Could it match?
Does this match?
Yep.
Sort
Ish.
of? So now we just have to balance a frying pan right on top of this.
Okay.
Think
I
we can
see.
do that?
Cast iron?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta connect my
Feel-
gas first. Let me rotate this whole. Yeah. Let me rotate this whole very safe contraption this direction
Okay.
so that you can send it over here.
There you go.
This is how I'm celebrating Labor Day here.
Yeah, we're cooking.
In
I
black
can't
and
see
stuff.
the comments no more.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Where'd y'all go? I'll probably accidentally turn this off or something if I'm not careful. No. What'd I do?
There they are.
There they are. Okay. Now we got people talking here.
Bro, I didn't see any of that.
You didn't see any of that.
No.
Okay.
Wow.
have to go way
Oh,
back.
so yeah, we're gonna have to go way back. Look at all this. Something happened to all the messages. I thought people were just being quiet. And no, man, this is whoo. Okay, we're back. We're back.
Okay. Cool. All right.
What power hammer would you recommend? Somewhere around there. Okay, hold on.
So we're gonna have to go back. Let me go grab some stuff, and then we can
Go back.
go back and mend our ways and talk and answer stuff. So
Something happened to the. So I was wondering why people were quiet. It just went silent, and then it just.
did the whole chat disappeared?
No, the chat was there.
Oh,
But the
okay.
last thing was what type of cane? on the blade, and
Okay,
then
well, I also had
you're gonna start making.
so something YouTube
feel the-
does
Yeah.
is they put top comments as the filter. I don't even know what that is,
Yeah.
but I just changed it to all
But
comments.
we can go back, yeah.
So that stinks. I don't know why it automatically.
All right. So I was like, man, they got really cool. It got
Well,
quite.
let me go grab a couple things. Actually, no. Let's see if we can light this thing up here.
Okay.
I have to tighten this up first.
Well, let's see the recent comments. How's that?
Yeah. See what's going on there.
Poe Easy Second. Go eat and charge my phone there. I'm hungry. Awesome. Thanks. Drawing on my battery or something like that. Artistic freedom. Heck yeah. And we gotta go back, catch up to a bunch of comments.
Maybe just have people repost it.
Yeah.
We screwed up.
Okay.
Or YouTube screwed up. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it just stopped all of a sudden. The comments had stopped.
Yeah. Well, then I noticed they were sent to top comments, and I don't know how it determines what a top comment is.
Uh huh.
So.
Oh, we
that's a
got
big
people from.
pain.
Oh, let's give a shout out to California, Astoria, North Carolina, Michigan, North Minnesota, Snow, Texas. Ha! Spanish sardines and oil. My wife avoided me for a few days. Ooh, Michigan, Washington, Idaho, Connecticut. There we go.
Nice.
Porterhouse steaks for dinner tonight. Somebody said I'll pass on the sardines. That's Meal Power Forge. Poe Easy, thumbs up. Love your work. Somebody's gonna eat some Thai food at the in-laws.
Oh, that sounds good.
Poe Easy is. Okay.
Sign me up for that.
Happy Labor Day, Elijah. I'm cooking porterhouses tonight.
Who's that?
Anderson Hand Forged.
Okay, cool. Right on.
Mm-hmm. Just got home from work. Smoked pork, vinegar, barbecue ribs, sweet corn, mashed taters, and salad from Benjamin Cook. Where do you live? Send the address.
Right.
This guy's eating good.
Yeah. So we're seeing if we can light this up here.
All right. Really?
Okay. So,
Okay. I was like, really? I'm about to run here.
so I don't know what our heat signature is going to be like, but you can see it doesn't matter that the fork is on the side; it's still working.
Right.
So we're just going to slap the cast iron frying pan on top there.
Well, what are we making?
You know, a little this, a little that.
All right.
They gotta go find a knife.
Why?
Just slice up some stuff.
We got about 30,000. Use that guy up there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, I know what I'm gonna use.
What is it?
You'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Just talk with the folks.
Okay, so I'm just gonna keep saying the states real quick. Where we at? So we had a bunch of comments. Sorry guys, but like we said earlier, something happened in the comments. We couldn't see them, and then all of a sudden they appeared. I thought everybody just had gone quiet. Bad camera guy. All right, so here we go. We're caught up. It says Nathaniel was the last guy. He said I just started with leftover steel, roofing, and tin sheathing, heating it over a bonfire. What? Heating it over a bonfire and smacking it with a hammer, granite hammer. I was bored. Oh, looking good, Elijah. From the OG Frenchie. So we didn't get any of this earlier. I'll wait for that comment when Elijah gets back. But yeah, right now this is the stove that we're going to be cooking breakfast, I believe. So a forge. It's our makeshift cooker. So, what do you think we should cook? Benjamin Cook says, sorry, too far in Idaho. Yeah, we're in New Mexico. I'm from New Mexico, right across the state line. That was Elias Lemire. Much love from New Hampshire. Making some pork tenderloins, sweet corn, and potatoes tonight. Too far, man, too far. Oh, whoa. Somebody comment real quick, just a thumbs up so I can make sure that the comments are rolling. Seems to be stuck again for some reason. I think. Benjamin Cooks are doing good. I smell barbecue. All right. The comments are rolling. Thank you, Jack. Up Leather Works. I don't know what we're gonna cook. He said it's a surprise. What do y'all think he's bringing out? How about that? Let's guess what Elijah's bringing. This will be the spot. I know that. Yeah. Bacon. Fajitas. Steak and eggs. Elias. Hey, that'd be nice. Fajitas sound good too. Had that about 2 days ago. I'm gonna see. There he comes. I hear him. All right, so we got 3 people that guess what we're gonna eat. I still don't see nothing. Power Ford says something with meat and vegetables. Bacon sounds good too. There he is. He's coming. Fast, too.
Nothing blew up, right?
Nothing blew up yet.
Okay.
All right. So, there it is.
Time to go shopping.
That's,
Actually,
okay.
I forgot something. I forgot.
Go ahead. So it says, so I told them to guess what we were cooking. They said bacon. Jacked Up Leatherwork said that. Benjamin Cook says fajitas. Elias Lemire, steak and eggs. Mule Power Force says something with meat and vegetables. Jacked Up Leatherworks had hanger steaks for dinner tonight.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
We got some spices and stuff already in it. Garlic. Okay. It's heating up too. It's heating up. It already starting to smell good, guys. Whatever's in there.
Okay.
All right,
Got a cutting board.
you're back.
So probably shouldn't have the garlic in there right now. Eh?
Well, I don't know. It smells good.
That does. But... So what do we got going on here?
Not much. It's frozen up. Nobody's
Froze
coming.
up again?
I believe so.
Really?
No, it's there. That's the way I did it last time.
All right, well, I'm gonna turn this down. So what we're doing here is, so we just finished forging a couple of kitchen blades. I got a bunch more to do, but this is a rough profile Santoku. Anyway, so in keeping with the theme, it's getting a little hot. We're gonna cook some food here out in the blacksmith shop on a forge in the cast iron. So I'm gonna need some tips, but you can come over here. So Rudy brought some steaks.
I pretended I didn't know what we're eating.
I purposely didn't eat. I haven't eaten yet, so
There you go.
that's why I'm all shaky throwing stuff around here.
It's all right.
That stinks. Okay, that aside. Anyway, so what should we do? We should put some salt and pepper on these. How do you like to do it?
However you want to do it.
Well, I'm pretty.
You're the cook. You're the cook.
I'm
I'm just the guy's gonna eat.
Pretty basic. So.
Let's do it. So they're waiting with anticipation. Somebody said looks good already, and Mule Fire Forge says what's going on the pan, but here they are.
Some delicious.
These guys.
So yeah, Rudy Rudy had the meats before Arby's did. So we got
There
some
we go.
delicious.
Yes.
So we're gonna treat these right and just put some basic, some salt and pepper. I think that's it. He said, look, I got some garlic, so we can. I'm gonna just kind of put it in the pan next to it.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna put some salt on.
There you go.
I'm gonna get my pan. I'm gonna get my pan hot again here,
Okay.
so we can get a good sear on, right?
Right.
I'm not a professional. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just like good food.
Well, we're about to have it.
So, and then I've got some other, some fresh stuff to just put together and do a nice little sautéed ensemble. What's the word? Medley, you know,
Yeah.
to go with these fine slabs of dead cow.
Yeah. Real cow, not store bought.
Not store bought and
No.
not freaking what are we supposed to eat now? Bugs and junk?
Yeah.
No, this is the real deal right
Okay,
here.
we're ready for the sear.
Alright. Middle's hot enough.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the size though.
We can do one at a time.
Okay.
You can eat the first one or second one, don't matter.
Try to keep this down to the 4 scale here. Taking a phone call. Just gonna set this. That smells good already. Set this right here. Wash my hands. Just hand the reservoir. So about how long do you let it sear on one side?
Benjamin Cook says bugs are for bait.
That is
Steak
correct.
is for consumption.
Bugs are for bait. I guess I'm just gonna kind of toast the garlic a little bit here. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing, so if somebody
knows.
knows and they're like, that's not how you do it, then you're probably right. But it smells good.
Yeah.
It smells good already. So I'm gonna probably wait a couple minutes on one side. Kind of listening to the way it sounds too. Need me to grab the camera?
Yeah, grab the camera. I'm gonna answer this phone call and I'll be right back.
Yep. All right. Yeah, so we're doing some steak up here in the shop after, by the way, hi, everything Yukon, if you're still on here. I don't know if that was a while ago, but anyway. So, we've got our tongs here for flipping stuff. Oh yeah.
You want me to cut these up?
Well, if you want to, yeah, I brought a special tool for
For what?
slicing up veggies.
Let me see.
Here you go.
Okay, we're gonna have to switch camera here.
Well, yeah, well, you don't want to.
No.
Okay.
You're the pro, man. You're the pro at this
Well,
one.
I gotta make sure that
I'm just the buddy that came over.
make sure that
We're
not
sure.
like we've never done anything.
See,
like
bro,
this
you're about to
before.
set me up.
No,
I wasn't gonna do none of that. I didn't.
I was gonna tell you.
Okay. No butter, mo meat.
Well, we do need some butter up in here, actually.
If you put a little bit of oil in it, it'll get a better crust. They say.
Yeah, that
That's
would
true.
make sense. That would make sense. So the grind on this is a little thick, eh? I should probably go get a kitchen.
The grind.
Well, it's a hatchet.
Yeah.
That's fine.
See, okay, we got somebody on board. John with Savage Knife says, "I like to cook in the shop, buddy." There you go.
There you go.
There you go. This is it.
All right, I just had to try.
Just want everybody to know I feel a little manly because I don't cook like this.
This is a little ridiculous. Let me go get a knife. Hold on.
Yeah. All right.
I just had to try it. Okay.
Just had to try it.
That's
Okay.
not a cooking hatchet. It's a hatchet.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So we got this guy. Hey, bring a little oil. Let's see if it's true.
Yeah.
Or butter. We'll do one with. We'll do one without. How's that? So this guy's starting to rip. You know what? I'm gonna do this right. Garlic. Yay, nay?
Hey, how's it looking?
Great.
Good. Okay, I got some butter.
Oh, there you go.
Some butter in there.
Yeah. Come on.
And then out of the
The knife is gonna be a tough part. Everything. We can throw some of it under there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
try that.
Yeah. Put garlic under there too. For right now.
All right, now the next pepper.
All right, I'll be right there.
Put it here.
All right.
I don't think this knife is very sharp. I need to get it sharpened here. This is the user knife in the kitchen, and not everybody has the same exact procedure for. No, Rudy doesn't know what I'm talking about, but sometimes people might leave it on the counter or something. You know what I mean?
Or cut on the countertop.
Or something.
Yeah, I don't know who would do that, but
I don't know.
I
Either.
heard it happens.
I've heard that it happens sometimes. So I'm gonna try to bring this back real quick.
Meal Power Fork says, I have a tiny wood burning stove that I sometimes cook hot dogs or smokies on out the door of the garage.
That sounds fun. Yeah, this is kind of a silly idea, but I was thinking about it for a long time. Like, there's no reason it couldn't work, right? So probably got a chance to
Shop cooking.
try it out here.
Shop cooking.
And I already cut myself too.
Already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. Getting the butter out of the package, I got myself on the corner
Oh
here.
my.
I've kind of been having a Monday.
Let me go back to this.
There's some steak turners right on the thing.
Oh, you want some steak turners? Okay.
Yeah.
This throw it away?
We're gonna need that for the
How's that? For the steak turners.
yeah.
I think, man, I'm getting good at this.
All right, we got an egg again.
All right.
There you go. Waiting on food.
All right, we're back.
So this knife here is
Yeah.
like one of the very early. So Rudy's got a couple like this, but this is a San Mai with the 125 CR1 edge,
Right.
and it works really good. And it was kind of dull there. I just got it on the strop and came right back.
Okay.
Well, that looks like you need to pull it off, eh?
Think so?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull it out of the fire. Let this garlic really. There you go. Cook that in there. Put the garlic where the heat is. So this is very concentrated on heat in one area.
We can't overdo that steak.
We're not.
We didn't?
Okay.
Is it good?
Good. So here we go.
Let's see.
More butter.
More butter?
Yeah.
Now it's this
I love this. I love this. This is photo worthy right here.
Try out this. I wish I had a good camera. You know.
Yeah. Here we go. Garlic is looking good.
Yeah, it is. More butter.
Yeah, there's a little bit of butter right there. That butter's the whole trick to it. They said oil, but I think it's butter.
I like butter.
I like butter too. What you doing over there?
I'm just checking.
How's it looking?
It's done.
It's done.
We're gonna have to go a little slower, a little less time on this one.
Okay. Ready? What do you want to do? Counter? You want to count it?
I'm gonna go off the.
All right.
I'm gonna put all this stuff in the container.
Okay. You okay?
Yep. No.
Yes. No. So the knife seems to be sharp, obviously.
Sharp enough to cut me.
There you go.
Probably a Band-Aid makes things. Appreciate it. Alright, so I'm just gonna use my glove here. Show them what we're doing over here real fast.
Okay.
So we've got some onions, of course, flies off, some mushrooms, and then I've got some jalapenos and just a green pepper. We're gonna just put it all together with some butter,
Yeah.
make a nice.
And then
You want to try a piece of that here?
see it right out here.
Go
Stop
ahead.
cooking.
Go ahead.
Try that. Let me show it off though.
Some nice fat on the edge there.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
It's more done than I would prefer, but
Me too.
it'll be all right. Mm-hmm. We better flip this one.
Are you a multiple flipper or? I'm a one-time flipper.
Whatever it takes, but I think that's it right there. Eh?
Okay.
I don't think we'll need to go back.
No.
So the forge cooker seems to be working all right.
So, question: what's the best way to cook a steak?
Well, like I said a minute ago, I'm not an expert by any stretch. Rudy, you need to answer that question because you're more of an expert at that than I am.
I do a 4-minute on each side, ribeyes like these. But I just do one flip. I get the grill as hot as I can, get a good sear,
Yeah.
and I don't drop it on the same area because it's hot. and it's cooling down with the steak on it. So then I pick another spot where it'll sear the other side just the same.
So theoretically, we need a bigger.
Well, theoretically, we're hungry, so we're gonna eat it.
This has dirt in it.
Yeah, it's okay. Come on, little dirt don't hurt.
I know.
Okay. Shop cooking. This isn't
That's right. That's right.
5-star nothing.
Better than a 5-star.
There you go.
Right. All right, so we got that. I wish I had more mushrooms, but this is all I have left. So I'm just gonna have to roll with it. I forgot to get some yesterday. I didn't know I was gonna be doing this.
I think we're done with the steak over
yeah,
here.
but
So, yes,
I didn't know I was gonna be doing this, but it's still.
there you go.
There you go. All right.
Yeah. Mule Power Ford says, I've never had a good steak. Well, let me tell you something, brother. You're missing out on life.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree there.
Yeah. So.
You know, tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to spend a ton of money on a piece of meat to get some that turns out
No,
good, right?
no. So
I just wasted.
this is a butchered cow that we're eating. A friend of ours butchered it. Gave us some steak, so you don't have to spend no
I
money
need to turn
as
this
long as you
off.
got good friends.
Yeah. Right, but I mean, like, if you go to the grocery store, you can spend a lot of money on steak, right? But you don't necessarily have to.
Right.
Am I right?
Right.
I don't know.
There's all kinds of cuts, but normally you just find the cut you like. I'm a ribeye guy. Some T-bone as well, but brisket's my thing though.
You know, and then I love steak. I love beef.
So he's being sarcastic. Mule Power Ford says we butcher our own steers too.
Hard to beat that. So, yeah, talking about this knife. So this is one of the real early San Mai kitchen knives that I made. This actually this year. It's been earlier this year because I was working on that for several months. But you see what I'm saying? There's some forge finish, but I want that on this other knife we did. And this batch
Lower.
have the forge finish down about here,
Yes.
which means I have to forge it the finished thickness. You can see what the thickness is there, but that's ground. Well, not quite. It would have almost been ground. Does that make sense? But I need to forge it thinner.
So that forging that you leave on top, is that for like it not to stick to cheese and stuff like that? Is that the purpose?
Mostly just for aesthetics.
Okay.
I think it'll probably help with that a little bit too.
I heard that it does. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
if you have a great like a dimpled surface kind of like that, it's
Yeah.
gonna help keep the air block from happening.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, what we're going for is a nice thin grind,
Right.
so it actually cuts stuff, you know. And it takes work to get it.
So explain to us what's going on with this. What are we doing with that?
This medley here,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna fry that up here.
Butter, no butter?
Butter, lots of butter.
Oh my.
Oh yeah. I'm throwing food on the ground.
This guy didn't make it.
Did not make it.
He didn't make the cut
So I think I'm gonna add the tomatoes
at the very end.
at the end.
Yes.
And do we think we need another? Do we need another
The more jalapenos, the better, brother.
Okay. All right.
I'm a Hispanic man. What do you think?
Yeah. Why am I asking you?
Yeah.
Dumb
This
question.
is a different. Look at the shade difference, brother. Okay.
Just because you've been out in the sun all week.
Okay. I wasn't born like this. It was all the sun. It was all hanging out outside.
That's fun. Clean up my swage block.
Yeah.
Kitchen here, sponsored by Mueller Made.
Mm-hmm.
It's his swage block.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's let me borrow it for a while.
Really?
Yeah. So I just need to wash this mushroom off.
A little bit.
It's got some forge scale on it from the
Oh
floor.
my iron.
I think it's okay though. We'll just we'll put that in there too.
Well, I'm not afraid of any of that. Just so you know.
It's all gonna get cooked, right?
Yeah.
The body's needed.
That'll be forged, won't it? What sort of?
It'll be purified with fire.
All right, so
All right,
we
so I need
need,
to relight this thing.
I'm gonna put some butter in it. Okay.
Okay, good idea.
Yeah, these steaks are looking great.
Here we go.
All right, so butter.
Too hot.
Can you please pass the butter? By no means are we professional cooks, okay? Get that out of there, though.
No, but we're having more fun than professional cooks.
Yeah, that's their job. This is not.
This is all right. Butter and cast iron. You just can't beat it, man.
The smell is beautiful.
Yeah.
By the way.
I'll try one of these pieces of garlic over here on this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm drooling over that steak already. So yeah, this is our forge cooking setup here. It's just my one burner forge turned on its side, and it's working. It's working real good. Ready? Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good.
There you go.
So do we still have the chat? We still have the chat going here. Is everybody doing all right? So Meal Power, you prefer roast and ground beef because that's the only thing you can cook real well. It's sure nice to have your own steers. I can tell you that. We have in the past, but not for a while. So I just like beef. I like chicken too, though. I'm not a speciesist when it comes to what kind of delicious animals we're consuming, So the only thing that this is missing is like a red pepper or something, just for color.
Yeah. Paprika.
I got it right there. Yep. And then do you put we need to put some salt?
Yeah.
Salt in there? Salt and pepper? Yeah.
And I like tons of paprika. So
That's all right. Yeah, go for it.
put up with that.
No, I like paprika too. There we go. Yep.
Nice.
What's that?
Nice one.
Yeah. I got the tomatoes going. How's the cut for you?
Oh,
Or do you need to do a fancy? Okay.
like butter.
Nice. So the thing about your kitchen knives, if you have a thin grind on it, then it doesn't take as much to maintain the edge. And honestly, like I said before, this knife. So Rudy and I both kind of complain about how our families
Countertops.
use the knives. If I just kept this knife for myself and hit it somewhere, I could run this edge for a long time. And I think Rudy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But that's not always the reality, right? So you have to sharpen it maybe a little more than you would prefer. But if you've got a nice thin edge on your knife, then it doesn't take much to just bring it back. And so that's a really important design feature. And this knife right here, I really need to take it to the 1200 grit for a minute and just kind of touch it up, and maybe leave that toothy edge, because I just stropped this, and you can see how it's sliding on the tomato skins right there. It's not because it's dull, it's because it's not biting, because it's a polished edge. So that's just kind of a personal preference with how you like to sharpen your kitchen knives. But anyway, if you got a nice thin grind on your kitchen knife like you're supposed to, that's going to really help maintain that and cut better for longer.
We need a little bit more butter.
A little more butter.
Yeah.
Got some right here. All right, so we got anybody else? I'm trying to see if my chat's frozen up because the last comment I have is Meal Power Forge and preferring ground beef and stuff. So somebody sing out there and let me know if first.
I don't believe you prefer ground beef, but okay. I really don't. I mean,
But how do you you can't. The thing is you can't really ruin a steak, right?
no.
And Meal Power says he just uses his belt knife in the kitchen. Oh yeah, you can do that too. That works too. But for high speed or like like real efficient cutting, it's just a lot of fun to use a real efficient knife. But yeah, that's all you got. A belt knife works too. So K Murphy says looks good. Appreciate it. What was I saying before that? I don't remember.
The strap. You strapped it.
Yeah.
Talking about you strapped it.
Talking about the edge on the knife there. Yeah, this is working pretty good.
Not bad.
If I was gonna keep doing this, I'd probably get a little sturdier setup because that could be slightly hazardous if you're not careful.
Oh, we're gonna be careful.
Oh, we're being careful.
Starting to really soften up these vegetables.
Yeah, it smells good.
Get a close up on it.
Yeah. We're sitting here to take a picture while I'm going. You got your phone.
Yeah.
Here, let me grab this and just hold this in the background. You can take it. I'm gonna get the power hammer in the background there.
Power hammer. Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you kind of power.
That's what we do.
Lift it up a little bit.
Like this.
Oh man, don't drop all these pieces.
Oh, I just dropped the garlic.
All right.
Another piece of garlic bit the dust. I should probably throw that garlic in there, eh?
Yeah. I'll smash it up when it gets hot enough. I'll smash it up.
Yeah, put that in here with what's left of it. Well, I didn't bring a whole ton out because I wasn't sure how to
Yeah, right here.
what we're gonna do with them, but
Dice it up right there.
there we go. So we're losing some people. We're down to 14 people. So that's okay because people can watch it later too. But I don't know. It's kind of nice to break things up a little bit. I think, I think part of it too is doing just this little simple cookout here in the shop, just using the knife to slice up the veggies and stuff. But that's where you actually have a knife that gets used, right? And not that other knives don't get used, but a kitchen knife really shines when it's made well, it's used a lot. So what am I trying to say? I think what I'm trying to say is that's kind of the connection that I was talking about in the past couple videos, where making knives that are used is something that I really connect with as a bladesmith. And this cooking in the kitchen usually, but sometimes in the blacksmith shop is one such application where you can forge a good knife that actually gets used, and I just like that. I appreciate that. And Rudy does too.
Yes. Appreciate it.
You like to actually use your knives.
Yes, I have plenty of them.
Meal Power says, "What's your favorite knife to make?" Well,
Good question.
kind of what I said. It a variety of knives that get used is kind of my main thing. So whether that's a bushcraft knife or
That says.
what does that say? Will that work?
That will work.
Good. Yeah, so I like to make a variety of knives that are going to be used. That's kind of the main thing. And then I make knives that probably won't ever get used, or at least not very much. But and that's fine too. But I enjoy the idea of a knife that gets used. I think I've said that several times. I'm getting hungry, Rudy.
That's what it is.
I'm getting hungry.
It smells good. This one's calling your name right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
It will eat.
Yes, it will. So yeah, kind of a split show today. A little foraging, a little cooking. So if you guys have questions about knives or forging or anything while we're finishing up this little cookout here, let me know. How you doing on time, Rudy? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this around.
Okay.
And then set it up over here. And you guys can see what we're doing here. There's Rudy expertly teasing the utmost flavor. Are we ready for those tomatoes?
Yes.
Okay.
We're tomato ready.
So I didn't forge all day today, but it's nice to have some good food when you have forged all day or worked all day or whatever. So we'll just pretend that I forged all day long. And I think I might need to. I don't want to move that because that sounds curious.
You want to throw the steaks up here or no? Get them warm?
Do you want one? Should we?
Well, let's give it about 2 more minutes. Okay. Then we'll get them warm and then we'll dice them up.
All right. We're gonna dice up the. You're gonna dice the steak? Okay.
No.
What?
Dice them up means eat them
Oh, okay.
with my teeth.
Oh. What are we doing here? I'm trying to move this over here a little bit.
We could dice them up, throw them back in here,
We could.
and wow, that sounds good too.
Yeah, but I'm gonna nab a piece here
Go ahead.
because I'm starving.
Yeah.
I want to try this.
You're about to pass out.
The first steak we did was a little overdone. This one turned out okay.
Yeah.
This one turned out good. We had
Almost had it down.
oh yeah. So we're kind of
Oh, perfect.
the first time on the forge cooker, so we're a little more careful on the time on the second steak. So
Yeah, well, we didn't know the heat either.
yeah, I didn't quite know how hot it was getting. I have it turned way down though, but it's obviously it's a forge. It's got the Venturi burner going on it, so it puts out the heat.
I stacked it. Sorry. Stacked it with the mushroom.
Oh, nice. So yeah, that is one thing I'll say when it comes to cooking steak. Some nice mushrooms sauteed in butter. Can't beat it.
Yeah. I'm glad we didn't go with the oil. We went with butter.
Yeah, I like butter for cooking. See if I can. The lighting is goofy up in here.
Yeah.
Maybe I can go over here.
I think this is done.
I think it is too.
Okay. So. It's done.
All right. Got some questions? Lucky Coyote butcher blade. Well, if you're going to be chopping bones or anything, you probably want to go with, like Neil Power said, probably 1080 or something that's got some toughness to it. See if my finger's not bleeding here. What's that for? Oh, bleeding my finger?
Yeah.
Thanks. See? We're good. You know, somebody grab us some plates, but I guess I don't really need plates, do we? Actually, we do. Let me go grab some plates. I'll grab some forks too. We're not that barbaric.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay them on top, bed them
Yeah,
for
yeah,
two.
warm them up a little bit.
Warm up a little bit, okay? And then, well, we won't be using that no more. Wash it out. There we go. All better now, clean. Yeah. Picture time.
Yeah. Hey, this is the best this blacksmith shop has ever smelled. Just saying. It smells good in here. Get some pictures, make everybody jealous.
Yeah. There we go. There's mine.
Fork.
Yep.
And of course you brought a knife, so I don't need to give you a knife. Yep. Go for it.
You hear it?
I did.
I'm trying to avoid it. Couldn't do it. Couldn't avoid it.
So you just slide it like this, like that next time.
No.
Yeah.
No. No.
Keep the edge off the cast iron.
Oh my, look at that. It's perfect.
It is.
So who else is joining us for lunch?
I don't know. I told Sarah she should come out and say hi, but
No.
she didn't know.
That's why I think it's sexy.
I know. So we're gonna enjoy some. Since I have one chair, where'd it go? It's over there somewhere.
Okay.
One chair. All right.
Ready to eat.
Yeah, me too. This
Came
is-
full, but as soon as I tasted the steak, it was over.
I'm ready to eat. I haven't eaten yet today. I think I had a couple slices of watermelon.
Okay.
And
Where'd you get your watermelon?
well, we got them here local.
Okay.
I don't know where they came from. Watermelon Fund.
Okay.
And then I had a meat stick, just a little. Yeah. All right, thank you, Lord, for this food.
Yes.
Put my food on my ammo here, I guess. Try to reposition this a little bit. Maybe. This work. You can come over and we can talk about blacksmithing. We're eating,
Yeah.
so I guess we
Because
can
I know a
talk.
lot about it.
Well, quite a bit. So this is
Any questions?
the blacksmith lunch today. Yeah, coal. I had a coal forge a long time ago. Used it a little bit, and yeah, they're different. You just have to learn how to run them, is all. But you can get a really isolated heat with a coal forge or a charcoal forge that you can't really with the propane forge. I thought you said you were hungry.
I thought I wasn't either till I ate.
Rudy's already like 90% done with his plate. I'm still like,
I might have not told the whole truth.
that's funny.
Well, you know how it is. You take your first bite and it's over with.
Well, I'm also trying to
You
get
don't have to be hungry to eat.
True. But
Well, at least I don't.
those jalapenos are talking to me a little bit.
Huh?
The jalapenos are talking to me a little bit.
There's jalapenos in it?
Yeah, I'm a white guy, okay? I like them, but I'm not.
I didn't know if there was any.
But I can tell they're in there. You tell me your palate has long been seared against the oleoresin capsicum,
No, capsaicin.
or whatever it is.
Capsaicin. Yeah.
Instead of-
I could eat. I could eat hot stuff. Not a big deal.
I know. Jalapeno.
Not big. It was a perfect bite. And I'm done.
I'm not done. Still working on my first half of steak here. But my excuse is I got it balanced on top of the anvil right here.
Okay.
And I don't want to drop anything on the floor.
No, there's already plenty on the board.
Hmm.
A garlic, 2 garlics, 3 jalapenos, pieces of tomato, onions.
Terrible.
It came out really good.
It did.
Wish y'all could taste it. Sorry, but I did.
So, hey, Rudy.
Yes.
So, since this is the first time in the shop for you,
Right?
we could do like a
Cooking with Rudy show.
cooking with Rudy show. And we could also do like a.
I'd have to bring my disc. Show people what a disc is. Yeah.
It's cool.
Oh yeah. What was your question though? Sorry.
Before I was so rudely interrupted.
Yes.
As a, well, you've watched a lot of videos, so you've seen all of this, but if you have any questions about the shop, something that might be like helpful or informative to somebody else.
It's hot in here.
It's not hot in here today.
It's not hot in here, but it's hot in here. It's hot. I sweated a little bit. And I wasn't even near the stuff. So I couldn't imagine it.
Guys, I didn't even turn the fan on today. That's how cool it is.
Okay, so I work indoors. I do construction. So this is hot. But that plus the Texas weather out here.
It's been,
I couldn't imagine it like in 100, 103 day, what it feels like. You know?
Uh-huh.
Stay hydrated, I guess.
Oh yeah.
That's helpful.
I haven't drank hardly any water.
We haven't.
We
Yeah. 'Cause we've been here for
normally I drink at least a gallon a day.
Yeah, I don't. I couldn't do that. I don't think. I've tried it, and I can't do a gallon a day. But I tried. I drink water. It's just not that much.
Yeah.
But it's an awesome experience to just be here.
I'm glad we could finally.
Yeah, I could finally come. Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I thought these machines were way bigger.
Really?
Yeah, I thought they were huge for some reason on the videos, and they're big. Don't get me wrong, but they're not as big as I thought they were. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this: does the whole shop look smaller than it looks in the video? Like
The shop
the
looks.
size of the shop surprise you?
Yes. So I thought the shop was way bigger.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Other people tell me.
Way bigger, but you make it work, and everything is within a step for you.
Well, that's part of it. Is like, it's kind of a challenge, but for like an actual working shop, having things all spread out is not really an advantage.
No.
But when it comes to like doing videos, that doesn't necessarily translate because like I've got my press over here. It's basically in a corner, and to get good camera angles is a big challenge.
Right.
So I'm pretty limited on how I can film stuff.
Right.
But as far as actually using it, it works.
Yeah.
It works great.
Very efficient. That's why I find it works like a dance almost. You're just moving very efficiently.
Yeah, because you don't want to have to walk halfway across the shop. By the time you get to your anvil or whatever, your piece of steel's already cold.
The other thing that surprised me was every time, I didn't know this, but every time it presses on the hammer and or the press, I didn't know it lost its heat like that. I didn't. So
Yeah.
that was different. I was always wondering why you put it in and took it out to put it. I'm like, man, just whack it all at once, but it loses heat. Yeah.
Right. And it's cool.
So somebody like me that doesn't know anything needs explanation on that. Like, every time.
Yeah.
Press.
Yeah. And it's cooling down just in the air anyway. But the press and the hammer cool off quicker.
Wait, you can see the color difference from the red hot red to like a black red.
Yeah.
And that was what was surprising me.
Yep.
It's cool and quick. So you have a limited time to do what you need to do and then put it back.
Right. And if you keep forging it at a cold heat, depending on your steel, you can mess it up. Now, depending on your steel, you can forge it colder than a lot of people will tell you, but it's something you have to be careful about. But you also lose efficiency too. Once it starts cooling out, it stiffens up.
Okay. And that's when you can get those cracks and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can start getting cracks if you really are forcing it, but also you lose efficiency. Like you gotta, or try to hammer it harder or something just to move it. So it doesn't really help you, a lot of times. So
you've been eating for like 20 minutes, just so you know.
I've been eating for 20 minutes?
Yeah, I'm just guessing.
No, I haven't.
Right?
Just because you ate yours in 90 seconds.
That's what it's all about, man. Hurry up. We're in the shop. I don't know. That's the way I've always ate.
I'm savoring.
Oh,
I usually do too, but I'm trying to make sure I don't drop this because that would be bad.
Right.
That would be worse than taking a long time.
And I guess the other thing was that I've never seen anything like this before, so how you make it look easy,
Except for dropping stuff every other.
We dropped onions. Come on, man.
I know.
So that's not surprising. I drop things all the time, but It's just, you made it look easier, and I bet you it's nothing like that. If I was trying, I'd mess up big time. So.
Well, I was going to ask you if you wanted to.
No.
Nope.
I'm good.
Not today?
Not today.
Oh.
My first time, bro. One step at a time. One step at a time. I was good with the camera. That's it.
No, I appreciate you running the camera.
Yeah, that's good enough for me.
So there's some of that steak. The lighting's not great in here, but it's really good. Neil Power's in Alberta. Oh, they're talking about where they at. Conversation's going on.
Oh, okay.
That's great. Well, I think we're going to wrap this live stream up here. And appreciate Rudy coming by, running the camera. Sorry, I got a mouthful of steak.
So,
And is that still hot?
yeah,
probably.
a little bit. I mean, you could probably grab it.
Yeah, I could probably grab it with some sauce.
So, this guy and this guy.
So we forged out a little curry, and then Sentoku. Both of these obviously are forged out. The profilers are going to be refined. There's heat treating to do, everything like that. So we did that first part of the video, and then just a little Labor Day shindig,
Yes.
cooking knives, cook some food. Because I'd wanted to try this for a long time, just the silly idea. Turn my one burner forge on its side and use it as a cooker. Worked great. Rudy came by and hung out, so it was awesome. You guys hung out. It was awesome. So I appreciate y'all watching. I'm going to finish my food before Rudy gets upset at me.
And I got to head back to New Mexico.
Rudy's got to head out. So appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you. See you later. See you on the next one.
That was 2.5 hours of video.